Fame and fortune can be a double-edged sword, especially in the world of music. Some artists rise to the top of the charts only to find themselves battling demons far greater than any they'd imagined. Juice WRLD, a young, talented rapper who captivated millions with his vulnerable lyrics and infectious melodies, was one such artist. His story is a heartbreaking tale of promise, pain, and ultimately, tragedy. But how did one of hip-hop's brightest stars fall so quickly? To understand, we need to dive deep into his meteoric rise, his struggles behind the scenes, and the events leading up to his untimely death. What's up, Insomniacs? Jake from Sleepless Records here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the tragic downfall of Juice WRLD. Before we jump into the video, hit that subscribe button and join the Sleepless Society today. And now, without further ado, let's jump into the video. Juice WRLD, born Jared Anthony Higgins on December 2nd, 1998 in Chicago, Illinois, was destined to be a voice for a generation. Growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, Jared was raised primarily by his single mother, who worked hard to provide for him. His childhood wasn't without its struggles, though. His parents' divorce and the absence of his father left a void, one that music would eventually help him fill. Jared's early influences spanned far beyond traditional rap. His mother, a devout Christian, forbade him from listening to hip-hop, so he grew up consuming rock bands like Fall Out Boy and Paramore. This eclectic mix of influences would later become one of the defining features of his music, blending emo, punk, and hip-hop into a genre-fluid sound that resonated deeply with fans. In 2015, Jared began recording music under the name Juice the Kid, a name inspired by his love of the movie Juice, starring Tupac Shakur. He later changed it to Juice WRLD, symbolizing his desire to take over the world with his music. His breakout moment came in 2017 with the release of Lucid Dreams on SoundCloud. The track, which sampled Sting's Shape of My Heart, was raw, emotional, and hypnotically catchy. It quickly went viral, catching the attention of Chicago music producer Nick Mira and rapper Lil Bibby, who signed Juice to his label, Grade A Productions. By 2018, Juice WRLD was unstoppable. Lucid Dreams was re-released under Interscope Records and skyrocketed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. His debut album, Goodbye and Good Riddance, cemented his status as a generational talent, featuring hits like All Girls Are the Same and Lean With Me. Juice's music struck a chord with young listeners, particularly those grappling with heartbreak, anxiety, and depression. Juice WRLD's appeal wasn't just his talent, it was his vulnerability. In an era where traditional rap often emphasized bravado, Juice offered something radically different, a window into his soul. His lyrics were candid, often detailing his battles with mental health, substance abuse, and the pressures of fame. One of his standout characteristics was his ability to freestyle. Juice was a natural lyricist, capable of rapping off the top of his head for hours. His ability to seamlessly blend storytelling with melody set him apart from his peers, and he became one of the most in-demand artists of his generation. Collaborations with industry heavyweights like Travis Scott, Future, and Young Thug solidified his place in hip-hop. His second album, Death Race for Love 2019, debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, showcasing a more experimental side of his artistry. Yet, despite his professional success, Juice was grappling with internal struggles that no amount of fame or money could fix. While Juice WRLD's lyrics often referenced heartbreak and emotional pain, they also revealed a darker undercurrent, a dependency on drugs. Juice spoke openly about using substances like Percocet, Xanax, and lean, a mixture of codeine and soda, as coping mechanisms. His struggles with addiction were no secret, and he often cited music as both an outlet for his pain and a way to connect with others who felt the same. The pressures of fame only exacerbated these struggles. Juice's meteoric rise brought him wealth, fans, and opportunities, but it also brought intense scrutiny and expectations. The transition from a SoundCloud artist to an international superstar wasn't easy. Touring, recording, and maintaining a public persona took a toll on Juice, and he turned to drugs to cope with the chaos. Unfortunately, Juice wasn't alone in his struggles. The late 2000s and 10s saw a troubling trend of young rappers losing their lives to drug-related causes, including Mac Miller and Lil Peep. Juice himself was acutely aware of the dangers, even predicting his demise in the song Legends, where he rapped, "What's the 27 Club? We ain't making it past 21." These lyrics, written as a tribute to Peep and XXXTentacion, would prove eerily prophetic. Juice WRLD's career wasn't without its controversies. One of the most notable involved the legal battle over Lucid Dreams. The song's use of Sting's sample led to a lawsuit, with Sting reportedly taking 85% of the song's royalties. While Juice publicly downplayed the issue, calling Sting's music an inspiration, the legal dispute underscored the challenges of navigating the music industry as a young artist. Juice also faced criticism for glamorizing drug use in his music. While many fans praised him for his honesty, others argued that his lyrics perpetuated harmful behaviors. It was a delicate balance. Juice wasn't glorifying his struggles, but he was also painfully aware of their impact. On December 8, 2019, tragedy struck. Juice WRLD, who had just celebrated his 21st birthday days earlier, suffered a fatal seizure at Chicago's Midway Airport. Authorities reported that the seizure occurred after federal agents, tipped off about possible contraband on his private plane, conducted a search. The details of the search were grim. According to reports, the plane was carrying 70 pounds of marijuana, multiple bottles of codeine, and firearms. Witnesses claim that Juice ingested several Percocet pills in an attempt to hide them from authorities, a decision that likely triggered his fatal seizure. The news of Juice WRLD's death sent shockwaves through the music world. Fans, friends, and fellow artists mourned the loss of a talent whose potential was cut tragically short. Many pointed to his openness about addiction and mental health as evidence of his struggle to reconcile his demons with his public persona. In the wake of his death, Juice WRLD's influence only grew. Posthumous releases, including the albums Legends Never Die, 2020, and Fighting Demons, 2021, showcased the depth of his talent and the breadth of his emotional range. Songs like Wishing Well and Righteous served as haunting reminders of his struggles, while tracks like Smile offered glimpses of hope. Juice's impact extended beyond music. His openness about mental health inspired countless fans to seek help and speak out about their own struggles. Tributes poured in from around the world, with many citing Juice as a voice for the voiceless, a beacon of authenticity in an industry often dominated by artifice. However, his death also sparked conversations about the dangers of substance abuse in the music industry. Juice WRLD wasn't the first artist to fall victim to addiction, but his passing served as a sobering reminder of the toll that fame and fortune can take. Juice WRLD's story is one of triumph and tragedy, a cautionary tale about the perils of fame and the importance of addressing mental health and addiction. His music remains a testament to his talent, a reminder of the power of vulnerability, and a legacy that continues to inspire millions. But perhaps the greatest lesson from Juice WRLD's life is the need for compassion, for ourselves and for others. Behind the fame and the music was a young man who struggled, like so many of us, to find his place in the world. As fans, we can honor his memory by supporting those who feel lost, by destigmatizing conversations around mental health, and by recognizing that even the brightest stars can burn out if we don't care for them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives. See you next time. Good night.